Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. If you're new, my name is Elena. I'm the homeschooling mama to 3 kiddos. Here on the channel, we talk about everything from homeschooling to homemaking, all the things in between. Today, we're gonna do a thrifting adventure, I think. We've got some stuff going on with the kiddos trying to get out the door, but my oldest has a science project that includes us driving a distance, and so we were trying to figure out if we could find a destination point to make the drive a little more comfortable, I guess, or a little fun for my younger two. They are not into just long car rides anymore, ever since we moved out of state and drove out. It took us a week to get my son, my youngest, back into the car after that. But anyways, a couple things that I want to get done before we get out of the house. It is already later than, of course, we wanted to get out, but that's kind of how we roll, I guess. Oh, I want to get dishes done. Some dishes sitting here that were left from last night's dinner. I know. Everybody, clean your kitchen before you go to bed, and that way you wake up to a clean kitchen. That just doesn't seem to work for us. We're just, by the time we're done with dinner, we're exhausted. So anyways, I've got some dishes here. Dishes in the sink. Thankfully, my slow cooker is clean because I'm also going to throw dinner in so that when we come home, it's one less thing for me to think about. So let's get all that done and then we'll head out. Chopped onion. I ended up just slicing 1 zucchini instead of 2 because after I cut it, it looked like it was going to be plenty. I'm going to go ahead and cut this other zucchini I have just because I already chopped the ends, but we'll just put this in the fridge or the freezer for another day. And then I'm also, usually I add spaghetti sauce to this, but I'm gonna add one of these cans of crushed fire roasted tomatoes. And I think that I will also put in water in the can, about halfway, a little more just to make sure I get all that tomato goodness out of there. I'm gonna throw some garlic in and then just kind of give it a little bit of a stir, not much. Set it on low and see what it looks like when we come home if we need to add more water or anything to it. I usually add spinach as well, but like I said, I'm going to take a look first and see how it goes. I will link the recipe if I can down below. This is just an adaptation of a recipe that we got from New Leaf Wellness. So I'll leave that down below for the original recipe. Okay, we're back home. You probably hear my daughter's playing with one of the toys she got from the thrift store. I'm going to show you really quickly what we got. We also, as you saw, made a pit stop at Ikea and we had lunch. We were going to grab lunch on the way anyways, and since we were by the Ikea, we thought, why not have lunch there? But then we got inside and we were like, oh, but don't have meatballs because that's what we plan to have for dinner tonight. Let me show you what the soup is looking like and then we'll go over the haul. So I did go ahead and just give it a stir. I think I will add a little bit of spinach in here and then a little bit more water. It smells really good. Veggies in there, but I still have a ton of spinach, so why not put some in there? I'm gonna just rip it a little with my hands, even though it'll shrink down. That looks really good. We could have bought like bread to go with it, but I think we're just gonna enjoy soup like this tonight. I'm gonna just let it keep going on low until it's time to eat. So we went to Savers, and which is one of our favorite thrift stores. It was a little further out. We were measuring distance for our science project, so we were able to knock that out too, which was so great. Let me show you what we got. Just a random bunch of stuff. My daughter did get a bag of toys. They have these like random little bags of random toys in them. This was $4.49. The color was purple, so it was just a full $4.49, but it had a little toy in there that she really wanted. That's a monkey sound that was going on in the background there. And then it had a lot of these little monitos, or little like characters. I think there was an Iron Man in here too, and she gave that to her brother. So just a lot of little play toys in here. So she grabbed that. We bought this Super Mario Brothers card game, Power Up card game. When my oldest opened it, we usually try to check it when we get in there and make sure all the pieces are in there, the majority of the pieces, so we can play the game. When we opened it, he noticed that it hadn't been opened at all. So we decided to go ahead and grab this and see if this is something that we could all play together. The kiddos already took the price off this, so I'm not sure what we paid for it. I'll try to check on the receipt and put it up for you, but we grabbed that. And then the other game that we got was this Wonderful World of Disney trivia game. Honestly, we were not going to get this, but because I think it's a little bit too old for my youngest, but he was adamant. He really wanted it. Plus, when I took a look at it, it was $4.49 regular, but like I said, it was purple tags half off. So we only paid like $2.25 for this. So I went ahead and got it for that price. Okay, for the books, we ended up getting, I believe we got 10 books. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, because they are buy 4, get 1 free all the time. And we try to get increments of 5 because of that. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. The first book that we got was, let me show you my youngest books. He's very much a mood reader. He just picks out what he's in the mood to read. So he found this, Can You Tell Me How to Get to Sesame Street book with Elmo. I'm pretty sure we have this book. My kids were adamant that we do not. So he picked up this one, and then he also picked up 2 similar board books of Mickey Mouse. Whoops. He found a musical Mickey, and he has been enthralled with Fantasia. I was going to say Fantasmic, but that's the show at Disneyland. Fantasia, and he's actually watched a good portion of that movie over and over again. And so this is the Fantasia Mickey, and so he picked up this book. He's actually been watching a documentary on Disney about Mickey, and so yeah. Oh, this one looks like it used to have a projector disc that went with it, but it's just the books. So he got that one, and then he picked up Mickey the Hero to thumb through. So he picked up those 2. My daughter found Tinkerbell and Friends Disney Fairies. This looks like a young chapter book. Feels pretty brand new. Oh, and there's another tag on the back that says $5.95. We paid half of $1.79 because like I said, purple was the color of the day, and that was the color of this book. So $1.79 for that, $1.29 for these. And I don't know how much this one was because my son took the tag off this one already. And then my oldest found the book Wonder. This one doesn't have the tag on it or the cover, the dust cover on it, but it is the chapter book. We have the picture book of this So he picked up that one, and then he also found Augie and Me. So the second of this one. This one was $3.99, and it does have the dust cover, but it looks pretty, looks like it might have some water damage to it, but he didn't mind, and he said he would still read it, and it was fine. So he found those 2 books. He also found I have no idea how to pronounce this, but he found this looks like maybe a graphic novel, and it's Dan TDM, one of the YouTubers that he follows. $1.79 for this one, so he was so excited. This was the first book he picked up when we got there. He found it right away and went straight to it and was very excited to find it. He's been wanting this for a while, apparently. So super excited that we got that. And then we went into the cookbook section, and my daughter found this pink princess party cookbook, Barbara Berry's, a do-it-yourself pretty party for every princess occasion. So I think this was towards the end when we were trying to find, pick up our 5 books, but it's got some really cute, a spa princess party, and then ideas for that. So you could do spa tea da fruit tea. And then this one is enchanted sushi roll-up. So just little fun ideas to make with the kiddos. Pink pony, pink hot chocolate. So just fun stuff, ideas. And we were checking this out. The the young lady at the checkout was like, oh, I've been waiting for someone to take these books. They just look so fun. So we grabbed that one. And then my youngest was thumbing through Kid Favorites Made Healthy. So we picked up this one as well. My youngest really likes to go through cookbooks, and I like it because then he can kind of give me an idea of things that look exciting to him, because he is right now our pickiest eater. Hopefully we can find some stuff in here that we can agree on and make together. And then I picked up one cookbook. I love those cookbooks, like the church cookbooks and things like that, because they just have like good, I feel like home cooked meals that people are tried and true meals. So this one was kind of like that. This one was Good For You, and it was $1.99. It says a collection of good food, good fun, and good stories for the body, mind, and soul. And this is Gooseberry Patch, I guess would be the author or the authors. But taking time to smell the roses, enjoying life simple, precious. Food for the soul, heartwarming stories that make you feel good. Let us eat healthy. And then it's got some skinny minis, quick quenchers, rise and shine muffins, and more. So just fun little, oh, there's even a recipe in here, under Munchies and More, for homemade bubbles. So I don't know, I just like these cookbooks. I'm the kind of person that will get a cookbook and read it like a book. Like, I love to go through it and look through the stories and read through it all. So I grabbed this one. It was only $1.99. Plus, like I said, we were, I think we were like 2 books shy of our buy 4, get 1 free. So I picked that one up for me. And then, oh, I almost said that was it, but no. I did look, one of the things that I like to look at when we go to the thrift store is exercise gear, because it's just less expensive, and because I am fortunate enough to be able to work out in my basement here at home, I don't always have to match, and I don't always have to like feel the urge to dress. But it is, I found that when I am dressed appropriately to work out, I feel good about myself, that I do show up better even in our downstairs gym. But anyways, so I was looking for some more items to wear. Now that it's cold, the basement we're in the home that we're in now is very, very cold, because it's got cement floors. Our previous one didn't. And so this one has cement floors, and it has really been upsetting my chest. I have asthma, and it just like is triggering it. So I need to dress a lot more in layers. And so I was looking for a few items. I found this jacket. It was marked $4.49, but it was the purple tag, so it was half off. But it's just a long sleeve jacket that I could wear down there, stretchy. So sometimes I'll have on, a lot of times what I've been doing is wearing like thermal, and then my hoodie, and then a vest and a beanie. I am like really trying hard to be warm, but then I get so like stiff and have so many layers that I can't really move properly. So hopefully this will help be a thinner layer. I also found another one. This one was marked $9.49, but it was also purple. I think I aimed to get just the half off, otherwise I was like, I'm not getting it. But this jacket looked great. It's got a really warm hood. This one I probably could just wear anytime too. But it's just a simple gray jacket with a hood. So I'm going to throw these in the wash and get. So that was it for our thrift haul. I was looking at the books for myself, but they didn't really have, I felt like both my son and I, actually me and my older kids, so my daughter is 9, she's almost 10, and then my son, just for reference, is 15. He will be 16 in a couple months here, and we frequent the thrift store pretty often. If you are part of our little family here, you've probably seen a ton of our thrift hauls, but it felt like there weren't as many books this time around, so I don't know if we just hit it at the wrong time, or it just, more people are shopping at the thrift store and they just didn't have that many books available. But we did find a little bit. They're happy with what they've got. I'm happy. We also stopped at Ikea and I did end up grabbing a couple things there. My husband and I had been talking about the spin art. Let me know if you're old enough to remember that, where you would have this little thing and it would spin your paper around, and then you would drop paint on it, and as it would spin, it would make this little like spin art thing. And I actually had that when I was younger. I remember playing with it, and I was telling them, I think you could do the same thing with the salad spinner. Since we were at Ikea, we went to look how much the salad spinners were there. It was like $7.99, so I went ahead and grabbed one. The only color they have was white, which, I mean, this is going to turn out to be quite the art once we're done with it. But the thing is, you put the, I believe how it looks, I'll have to look it up like on Pinterest or something, but you put the paper in here and then you can spin it around, and then it works like one of those art things. So I can't wait to do that with my kiddos. I think we'll end up using this one. We have an actual salad spinner right now for our salads and our stuff, our things, but I'll ask my husband which one he'd rather use for food and which one he'd rather use for art. But this is the Ikea one, in case you're curious. Right now, like I said, they just have the white in stock, white all the way through, which may be fun for art. We also picked up a couple art supplies. I really love Ikea for their art supplies and their rolls of paper. They have rolls that go specifically for their art. What's that thing called, baby? Easel. They have an art easel for the kids, and I love that. We used to have one, then we didn't. Then we had a different one. We don't have space right now for it, so, but it's awesome. And they have these rolls of paper that go with it. I'm really tired. They have rolls of paper that go with it, and I believe it's $4.99 for the rolls, but even if you don't have that, that just makes great craft paper to have for your kiddos at home. So we ended up getting the set of watercolors. We have a watercolor thing that we need to do, a couple projects for my son, and I thought we had watercolor paints, but we didn't. But I don't think we do, or I can't find them if we do. So $6, we bought these. Everybody's going to enjoy hanging out with them. They do have another one. I believe I showed you in the clip. It comes with a box, so you can actually, like, you'll have a plastic box you can put the watercolor in, but that one was, I believe, $10. So we just went with this. And then these I have purchased before, these colored pencils, but these colored pencils are watercolor pencils. So I have purchased these for my youngest son before, because they're thicker and they worked better with younger hands. But as you can see, it comes with a pencil sharpener and it comes with a paintbrush, and you can go ahead and color it and then add water, and then it's like they're watercolor pencils too. I bought these as well because, like I said, art stuff, we had to get them. And then my daughter did have some markers in her hand, but we put those back because we were already getting a couple of items. This was a complete impulse. Like, we just walked by, I grabbed it, threw it in the cart, and yeah, no regrets, I guess. I don't know. It is a handheld foamer. I have a smaller pitcher foamer, but sometimes, I don't know, I guess we just want a little handheld mixer one when we're doing protein or something. I don't know. I don't know why I wanted this. I wanted it and I got it, and now I have it. So there's that. It does take batteries though. Oh my gosh, it takes 2 batteries. Yeah, I really didn't think this all the way through. I should have just got one that was rechargeable, but here we are. And then, this is not fun or exciting at all for you, but I finally got a seat cushion for my desk chair. And that was it for Ikea. We were going to get ice cream. My son was heartbroken because the bistro was closed, but we did go out to eat, so that was fun, and he was excited with that. That's it for our day, though. We got things checked off. I'm so glad that I washed the dishes before I left and that we got dinner going in the slow cooker, because just those two things and driving around, I'm tired. Being out and about and peopling. Let me know if you can relate. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today, though, and going along. I really appreciate it. If you don't know, or if you just need to be reminded, may be the one to tell you that you are deeply and truly loved and so, so appreciated. I truly appreciate you hanging out with me, taking your time out and spending it here with me. Thanks so much for watching.